What's up everyone, OJ here, welcome back to another video. Today we've got a rumor discussion about Scalebound being resurrected on the Nintendo Switch. This originally came from Nintendo Insider as a report about sources that they do have. For those who don't know, Scalebound was a Platinum Games developed Xbox One and also PC game that was from the legendary creator Hideki Kamiya over there at Platinum, of course, and this game had you flying around on top of a dragon, fighting them and doing all sorts of cool stuff, almost like in a huge open-ended action RPG world. It also had multiplayer as well. It was canceled back in January 9th, 2017, and Hideki Kamiya and Platinum Games definitely was not happy about that. There was a lot of outcry about this game being canceled because Platinum Games and also Xbox showed this off at multiple different E3s. They showed off trailers. There was definitely gameplay demos of it. So yeah, basically people were not happy about it. Now, when it comes to the actual source of this, Nintendo Insider, here's what they had to say about that. Quote, "I have confidence in my sources to report that this is my understanding that Scalebound has been resurrected as a project to be released as a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Given Microsoft's previous involvement, it remains unclear to me whether development has been completely rebooted from scratch or at least its ambitions scaled back, seeing as it's now destined for the nimble but less powerful portable home console. Further to this, I believe that Scalebound is likely to be the, quote, game that's thought to be dead that Nintendo's reviving, that Game Informer's senior editor Imran Khan had hinted at on Kinda Funny Games last week, although there's a chance that he could have heard about a different project that will be resuscitated." So there you go on that. Now, if you want to read the full article, he talks more about Scalebound and kind of what happened to it and what you did in the game, and I don't want to go over all of that. I want to briefly just talk about this and could this be happening. Now, recently we did get the announcement for Astral Chain from Platinum Games, and this is a Nintendo Switch exclusive, and what we've heard about Scalebound was that the original concept or ideas, and this is something that I learned on Twitter, the original concept was actually for the Wii, and then that idea was taken and funded by Microsoft. So obviously that doesn't have anything in conjunction because just the original idea, it wasn't like Nintendo was involved in saying, okay, we're going to fund this, but the original idea was for a Nintendo system. Now, another thing about this, guys, is that Platinum Games definitely has a fantastic rapport and relationship with Nintendo. I think that them working on a game like Scalebound, let's just say another game outside of Astral Chain, is not out of the question, and I would guess, just based on what I've been hearing, that this is definitely a possibility with Platinum Games working on another exclusive or something for the Nintendo Switch outside of Astral Chain. The only thing that would have to be cleared up for me, and which I don't know about this, is the fact that Microsoft owns the rights to it. Microsoft owns the rights to Scalebound, so was there a deal in place? Did they say, hey, we can purchase this from you and we can make this on the Nintendo Switch? And also the game itself, based on what they showed off, this game looked absolutely nuts, and I have no idea what engine it was running on and kind of what was going on there. So that's another thing that you have to take into consideration. Will it be completely rebooted with like an Unreal Engine 4? Will they make it kind of more like cell shaded? Will they change up what was going to be done with the game? And I'm guessing that they'd have to change it up completely considering the type of game that this was and the type of multiplayer that they're trying to add into there. That just doesn't seem with the type of vision I think Hideki Kamiya wanted with the game originally, and Microsoft was pushing for all these other things, especially back then with their whole push for cloud and online, and which Microsoft still does to this day. But you looked at some of the games in that era or announced in that time, stuff like Crackdown 3, for example, turned out to be a disaster, and I think that Scalebound could have turned out to be a disaster, kind of like Crackdown 3 is shaping up for some if they went through with it, just because things weren't working with that game. So I think that they'd have to completely reboot it. Maybe they use it in Unreal Engine 4, maybe they use whatever Astral Chain is using. I'm not exactly sure if that's already been revealed or not, but maybe they just do that. We're not really sure. We have to wait and see on that one, and I'm not going to sit here and write this off. I don't think that it's completely like, oh my gosh, this can't happen, there's no way. I don't think that it's super likely. I think right now I'm just indifferent on it. I think that Platinum Games obviously has more titles than Astral Chain and Bayonetta 3 for the Nintendo Switch. I think they probably have more planning and concept, and I would not be surprised if this was the resurrected game that they were talking about, that Imran Khan was talking about, two kind of funny games. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. What do you guys think about this when it comes to Scalebound potentially coming to Nintendo Switch? Do you think that this is false? Do you think that it could happen? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.